the NRA. Their pro-gun policies have resulted in dead children, dead mothers, and dead fathers. I'm Pat Davis, and I approve this message.
It's incredibly painful.
Well, it hasn't been a big year for subtle political ads, and we're still just getting warmed up. Former George W. Bush ethics lawyer Richard Painter is running as a Democrat for the Senate in the state of Minnesota, and he just produced what some are calling a dumpster fire of an ad. Watch this.
Some people see a dumpster fire and do nothing but watch the spectacle. Some are too scared to face the danger, or they think it will benefit them if they just let it keep on burning. Others shrug and say, oh, all this talk of a dumpster fire, it's just fake news. There is an inferno raging in Washington. But here in the land of 10,000 lakes, we know how to put out a fire.
I am Richard Painter, and I approve of this message.
Richard Painter joins us tonight. Richard, thanks a lot for coming on.
Thank you, Tucker.
Here you have this metaphor, Trump being a dumpster fire. You often hear liberals say that it's a dumpster fire. But you have a literal dumpster fire in your ad, and because you're running from a state with a lot of water, you put out the fire. How did you come up with that?
Well, the dumpster fire in Washington isn't just about Donald Trump, although he certainly contributed a lot to the dumpster fire. It's been steadily getting worse over the years, and a lot of it has to do with our system of campaign finance and the Supreme Court's refusal to allow Congress to regulate campaign finance. In the Citizens United case, the PAC money, the super PAC money, and the dark money organizations. And then you have K Street lobbyists, and on top of that, you've got financial conflicts of interest of not only the president.
So it's an inferno, as you said.
It's an inferno, absolutely.
It's an inferno. You said that in the ad, and you looked fiercely at the camera as you said that, and some of us were a little taken aback, impressed, a little in awe. What kind of reaction have you received to this ad?
Well, a lot of people share my concerns about what's going on in Washington. It is a dumpster fire. We need somebody to put it out. We need a constitutional amendment to repeal the Citizens United case so we can get campaign finance under control. We need to clear out conflicts of interest.
Well, I agree with you on that. Do you have any firefighting experience?
Well, I have some ethics firefighting experience. I spent 2.5 years in the Bush administration as a chief ethics lawyer. I saw a lot of what goes on in Washington, and it goes on in both parties. So I want to emphasize this is not a liberal or conservative thing. This is a concern for all Americans. The corruption in Washington, the K Street lobbyists. You got members of the United States House and Senate own stocks in healthcare companies and energy companies while they're passing healthcare legislation. You got the president of the United States with the Trump Organization. It goes on and on.
If you came to Washington and served in the Congress, and you were walking down a street on Capitol Hill and you saw a dumpster on fire, how would you respond to it?
Well, I think I'd call the fire department on that one.
Oh, come on now.
Absolutely.
Wait, you come to Washington, you see an actual dumpster fire, and you don't respond, and you call the firemen?
I think you got to get the fire department over there, because my expertise is dealing with the
That's your
dumpster
campaign
fire
promise?
in politics, in Washington, the corruption in Washington, the corruption of our campaign finance system.
Sounds like you're, well, hold on. It sounds like you're promising to get elected and then have someone else deal with the problems. That's
no,
not much
you said
of a
if I
campaign
we're
pledge,
talking about the dumpster fire in Washington, D.C., Capitol Hill, and in the White House.
All right.
We need financial conflict of interest legislation.
Richard. Right.
Absolutely. Right. We need a lot more. We better get it done.
Richard Painter, went to the same high school. I appreciate that about you. Good to see you.
Thank you.